Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Stumpy, man. I'm back with another video, man. It's been a minute, but today I'm gonna be showing you guys two best lockdown defender builds in NBA 2K26 so far that I've seen that I think are gonna be the meta. All right, one lockdown build is gonna be a 6'6", the other one's gonna be a 6'9". I'm gonna have the YouTubers builds that I'm using in the video linked down, so if you guys want to go watch it separately, you can. So with that being said, let's get right into it.
I'm trying to go up, I can't. I go down, goes to 6'11", go back up to 7 foot. 7 foot is the max wingspan that you can have on your player this year. We're focusing on defense.
That's crazy, y'all.
I like to go to every year.
All right, let's get into it, man. Let's see.
We're gonna go straight to defense.
Sure.
So let's get into it. I'm gonna try not to pause too much, but I want to tell you, I want to explain. So challenger, off-ball pass, on-ball menace, pick dodger. I haven't touched my physicals yet, so these aren't actually at their max potentials. But
97
whenever I
perimeter
do
D.
mess with the physicals, you guys will see. I'll have half challenger, half on-ball menace, and I'm gonna put my agility up this year. Last year I went with a lower agility and used, I think I went like 85 agility, and then I used a cap breaker once I got it on agility to go to 86 so that I could get on ball menace legend, because that's all you need is 86.
That's crazy that you only
get it on
need
legend.
86.
This year I want
That's
to
crazy.
have pick dodger legend, and you need a 92 agility. So, and you need a 99 perimeter, but we're gonna start off with a 97
Remember, guys,
perimeter. And once
remember, guys, you get a max plus 1 and 2. So, remember that. Just always keep that in mind when making your builds.
Once we get back to it, I'm gonna explain, but let's just keep going with the video. 97 perimeter, and I gotta pause it again. And let me tell you why I gotta pause it again. Because last year, I don't know if you guys remember, but in season 3, they introduced, or well, in season 2, they introduced community builds. My very day one, the build that I made day one was a two-way catch and shoot threat. 6'6", 7'1" wingspan. Remember I told you the max wingspan on the lockdown last year at 6'6" was 7'2". I always did that one underside at 7'1" wingspan. I started off the year with a 97 perimeter. I was in season 3. My build was good throughout the whole year, especially with.
Yeah, 100%, man. This guy Bauer lock build last year was nasty, dog. Dude, if you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys didn't know who he is. One of the best lockdown builds on the game right now. He plays for Black Market. Quick little intro about him. Pretty sure you guys knew that already, though.
All the cap breakers that came out, that build was so good throughout the whole year. So the fact that I made a build on day one last year and it was good through the whole year, I got y'all, man. I got y'all. I didn't do this on purpose. I want to show you guys this. I did not go 97 perimeter on purpose. Like I said previously in the video, the thresholds are the same and the badges are the same, but I promise you, I didn't even remember how I made this build until I just looked at it, honestly. So let me show you guys the build from last year. As you guys see, community builds top left.
So yeah, this was the build from last year. I'm gonna skip up so we can just get right into the build for this year, though.
Last year in 2K25, we started off with a 86 speed. This year we're starting off with an 89. So, you know, plus.
All right, so far, guys, just so you can see, he put his perimeter to a 97, his steal to a 94 so far. He put his speed to 89, and he's doing his agility right now.
3 to speed to start the year. You're gonna need speed. Trust me. Last year with the agility, we went 85. Once we got a cap breaker, we cap breaker it to 86. We just put +1 on it. That way you could get that on-ball menace legend. So it'll pop up red. This year, I want to have pick dodger legend, and as you guys can see, next upgrade legend, 99 perimeter, and then a 92 agility. So I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm gonna do with that and why I'm doing what I'm doing. We're gonna go 92 agility. That way, when I do get a 99 perimeter, which I'm going to really quick, I'm gonna have all my badges legend.
Yeah, guys, like I agree. Like, especially at the height 6'6", it's important to be fast, man, and have that pick dodger Hall of Fame, because you're going to be the one on ball guarding the lockdown, especially since you're 6'6", and you're a lockdown build. And the center setting them big body screens. It's important to have legend, pick dodger, and be quick, man, because point guards, you already know how they, like, a lot of them point guards, they be moving, man. Throw that point out there too.
Right here, like I said, I'm gonna go 72 strength.
72 strength, guys. Very interesting.
Strength is cheap, okay? Bronze immovable. I'm gonna use my max +1 tier 2 because it's a tier 2 badge, and I'm gonna make it super. Exactly what I did in 2K25. And I'm also gonna get that brick wall, okay? You need a 72 strength for brick wall. You need a 71 for immovable bronze, and then a 72 for brick wall bronze. 2 really good badges for cheap, and it's a tier 2, so you can upgrade it as you want. We're gonna touch rebounding too. This is another good thing. We're in a 5-out. Sometimes I do want to be able to get rebounds. I'm gonna have rebound chaser bronze and box out beast bronze. 2 really good cheap badges to have that actually pop up and they do work, and it's really cheap.
Don't sleep on the bronze badges, guys. Never sleep on the bronze badges. If you have an opportunity on a build, even if the rating is low, even if you think it don't make no impact, a bronze badge will always be better than no badges at all, despite attribute. All right, so very good point he made right there. I'm really glad he made.
So, you know, why not? 60 D board. I'm pretty sure that's what we had last year. I'm pretty sure last year the offensive board could be 25. This year it's just if you go any lower, it takes down the D board. We're gonna touch block. We went with a 60 interior. These are some other good badges to have. We're gonna go 74 block, and the reason we're gonna go 74 block, as you can see, is to get that bronze paint patroller at 74 to go along with that 60 interior. So you got paint patrol. All you need is a 60 interior with a 74 block. You got paint patroller and you got high flying denier. 2 really good cheap badges to have, man. That's all about what I'm after in the builder, especially a day 1 build with no cap breakers. I'm looking for the badges that I use the most. We're a hash lock. We're shooting from the hash. We're gonna go 83 3.
I really like how he utilizing each attribute and making sure that he has a chance to at least get the badge on bronze, because a lot of people, especially on day 1, mess up their builds, really focusing on one area aspect of their build, then missing out on just a couple more attributes here. You would have way more badge points and badges and a way better build. So I'm really glad that you guys are seeing exactly like how he's maximizing on each of his opportunities to get extra badges. Make sure you guys implement that same style to making your build. That way you're making it already 10 times better. Those small things make a build go a long way, 100%.
Pointer, okay, as you can see, 83 3-pointer gets you that bronze limitless. Now it is a tier 1 badge. You can upgrade that if you want to. Last year, like I said, I always rose my midi, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm not gonna do that this year. I might in the future, but as far as my day 1 build goes, I really feel like because I'm shooting from the hash, bronze limitless is good enough. That's all I'm gonna need. And not only that, but you see this set shot specialist, it's on silver. They got max +2s this year. So last year, remember I told you I went 89 midi, 83 3-pointer. Let me show you guys again. 89 midi, 83 3-pointer. And the reason I did that was so that I could get the set shot specialist gold and then use my max +1 tier 1 and make it half. This year, you got max +2s. I'm putting it on set shot.
Yeah.
Baby, we're gonna have an 83 3-pointer with a 73 midi and half set shot. And
I'm not gonna lie, guys. You guys, I mean, look, I know I didn't really play a lot last year, or I haven't been playing a lot recently. But guys, max 1 and 2, yo, especially with the mechanics this year, 100% pure green window now, no more RNG stuff. And then you got tall builds having high 3-pointers now, like all this stuff plus the max 1 and 2s and all this. I'm not gonna lie, this year people are gonna be shooting the lights off the ball. I'm just being honest right now. Everyone's gonna be a sniper this year. Everybody.
Rhythm shooting is
It's
back,
going to be really
baby.
hard to be a bad shooter this year, 100%.
We're back. That's all you need. That's all you need. I am going to be playing a lot of 5s with this build. Duncan is really good this year. Go 72. Again, the cheap badges.
Yeah, guys. I don't know if you guys seen it, but like the green window on dunks is like massive this year. Like huge room for error on timing your dunks. Like it's crazy.
You standing, you see. You get the bronze rise up. I'm gonna be cutting backdoor. I'm gonna be hash cutting. It's important to have the bronze rise up, and it's cheap. 72 standing. That's what I had last year. That's all you need this year. If you like driving dunk, put the driving dunk up. But it's a day 1 build. The way that I'm
guys, stand dunk's always been OP. Remember that. Stand dunks are always.
I'm gonna show y'all. So 72 standing. I'm just going through making sure, you know, what's taking. I'm making sure I don't have attributes and, you know, attributes in places that I don't need them. You get what I'm saying? That way I can spin attributes in the places that I need them. I haven't touched Passac yet. I'm pretty sure last year on my build I had like a 55 or a 60 if I'm not mistaken. Passac's kind of expensive, especially for everything that I have so far right now with no cap breakers. We're gonna be playing a lot ranked pro in 5v5.
Remember, guys, there's a lot of like you guys are about to see the finished product on this build. This is by far, in my opinion, the best 6x lock build in the game. But remember, you don't have to make it exactly like this. I already know I'm changing it. Like, you know, this build, he's a pro-am player, so, you know, it's very catered to pro am more, and like look how high he's going on the free throw. I don't know if he's actually going that high, by the way, yet. I'm just saying, but like remember, you can always customize the build for you. I'm gonna when I actually get the hands on the game, I'm gonna show you guys my actual build. I'm gonna showing you guys two best lockdown builds, my opinion. All right, just to clarify that real quick.
Proving grounds 5v5, rec 5v5. So in all those game modes, you need free throw. It's very important, and
Right.
free throw is really cheap again. So you might as well go with free throw. I went 92 last year. I went 99 this year. You don't need a 99. I'm going 90, 65 pass sack.
See, like right there, like that's perfect for him because he's playing pro am. But me, free throw, I will probably go down to like a 75 or 80, then use the attributes somewhere else. But like I said, make it according to how like whatever your play style is and what you're going to be playing.
That is maxed out. I'm a 99 overall. Okay, and we're gonna speak on a couple of reasons I did what I did. So I already talked about the shooting with you guys and what I'm gonna do. Now look, because I touched my physicals, I know I paused the video early on, and some of these badges were silver and gold. Look, you get Hoff Challenger, off ball pass, on ball menace Hoff, and pick dodger Hoff. Now, you remember I told you that you need a 92 agility to get this
Right.
on legend, pick dodger on legend.
Right.
You only need an 86 agility to get on ball menace legend, but you need a 99 perimeter. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna specialize in defense. And I'm not sure, they've already released this, and even if they didn't, I can talk about it now. But they did. From what I'm gathering, whatever you specialize in, I'm gonna specialize in defense, and you get 2 cap breakers.
Oh, so like, see, this guy, he's definitely utilizing this. I find that really cool to see. So we all can understand it better. So he's actually he's gonna put his perimeter D up to a 99 with this because he specializes in defense. I think this build is gonna be like full potential 99 with your max +1 and 2s and plus the specialized in defense. Build is gonna be like the number one lockdown build in the pro
perimeter.
in the pro 100%.
97 to a
Or
99.
number one
probably
lockdown
within the
build
first
6-6 in
week.
general.
So that's gonna take literally all my defensive badges, almost all of them, and turn on legend. I'm gonna have legend challenger because I'm gonna have a 99 perimeter.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have legend off ball pest. I'm gonna have legend on ball menace, and I'm gonna have legend pick dodger to start the year. Okay.
Yo, that's a crazy
and
build.
Once we get
man.
back down to steel, remember I'm putting 2 cap breakers on there. Whatever you specialize in, you get 2 cap breakers, and you have to put it on what you specialize in. So I specialize on defense. I'm going from a 97 to a 99 perimeter. I can use a max +1 on glove, or I can put it on interceptor and have legend interceptor, right? And I could put a max +2 on glove and have legend glove. Bro, I can have
Dang, man,
every
that's so crazy.
defensive badge in the game
Mind you, and he still has 83 3-pointer, which is crazy. Like,
on legend within the first. I mean, I don't really know what the you have to do quest in order to unlock the cap breakers that you specialize in. I don't know if that's confusing, but there's gonna be quests.
all right, y'all. So that's the first lockdown build of this video. Again, shout out to Bauer. I'm using his build. Solid 6-6 build. I think this build is very solid. There's a few things that I would change, like I said, just to throw other than that, but it's still a solid build. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Then let's get right over to the taller one, which is by Galleys.
Just to get that 72 strength, which we need for a specific badge.
Right,
And then
the
for
72
wingspan,
strength.
obviously, as a lockdown, we're gonna go max wingspan. Because we're 6'9", we actually have a 7'3" max wingspan, which
pretty
is
good.
really nice.
Yeah, that's
Again,
good.
you
man.
think lockdown, you think speed, because you do have to keep up with these guards. So we are going max speed and max agility. Now, it's not as high as the 6'6", obviously, but being 6'9", having 86 speed and 85 agility
That's
is
pretty
not
good.
bad at all.
Not bad.
We're also going 72 strength for bronze brick wall, as well as 80 vert to help battle with rebounds versus centers.
I'm really glad he's putting his strength up. And so, like, when you're a taller build, especially as a lockdown, like a 6'9" or 6'8", very important to have like some little small bronze badges like brick wall, because you never know when you might need a set of screen. So I'm glad like that's I just wanted to
Moving
put
on
that
to
out there.
defense,
Like,
we're going to go with a
maximizing on
90
your badge.
perimeter. We do get pick dodger on gold with 90, but as you can see, on ball menace requires 91 and gold challenger requires 92 perimeter. This is where we utilize our 2 cap breakers from our build specialization. So we are going to specialize defense on this build again and use our 2 cap breakers to go from 90 perimeter to 92. Doing this will give us those 3 main perimeter badges on gold, and we can use our max +2 to turn gold on ball menace to legend, and our max +1 for either challenger on Hall of Fame or pick dodger on Hall of Fame. Moving on to steal, we're going to go with an 85 for gold interceptor. Now on a build like this, you want to play more discipline and switch heavy, so not really going for on-ball blitzes, but just staying in the play and maybe playing the lane when switching onto the center.
Right.
Now for block, we're going to go with an 88. 84 block in specific gives us paint patroller.
I'm not gonna lie, so far, like right off the bat, I already really love this build. If you guys ever seen any of my YouTube videos in 2K20, I used to have a build called a rebounding wing. Now it's not exactly close to this build because this build is obviously way more nastier. 2K26 got like nastier. Like the builds in 2K26 is way nastier than 20. I can already, in my opinion, I think already. But this build reminds me of a rebounding wing. It's a 6'9" small forward, got a long wingspan. A decent block. Like this build is already like this is a build 100% I would make 100%. Like I love tall lockdown builds.
The 88 is what gives us that high flying denier on gold. So whether the guard is rim running or you switch to the center as he's rolling to the basket on a slip for a dunk, you'll be able to get a lot of chase down blocks. Now for interior, we're gonna go with 80. Now 82 is actually a threshold for silver post move lockdown, as you can see.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't reach
tough.
the required strength in order to get it. Now 80 doesn't give us any new badge or anything, but as you can see, going 80 interior does unlock 4 potential takeovers, which will help us even more in getting stops in the paint. Moving on to pass sack, because this is mainly for threes and you'll be switching a lot and potentially grabbing the rebounds, we went with 75 pass sack for that silver break starter, so you can throw the passes up the court a little faster.
I think that's a perfect threshold for pass accuracy on a build like this one, because like you said, you're 6'9", you're playing threes, you never know when you might get it bored.
A little smoother.
Excellent point.
Speaking of rebounding, on this build we're going with an 85 D board and a 70 O board. Again, it's not anything crazy, but remember that your position is still locked down, not center. So having 85 rebounding as a secondary rebounder is actually really good.
This might be one of the most highest rebounding builds I saw for a lockdown so far. The fact that you could be a 6'9" lockdown and have this rebounding this year, I actually think that's really insane. And he hasn't even gotten to the 3-pointer yet, so I'm curious to see what the 3-pointer is going to be too. But so far, I'm really liking Swag's build. I think this build is going to be, I think this is one of the best, actually the best lockdown build in the game so far. Like nasty build.
And you'll see what we do with the max +2s on this build later on. But moving on to the shooting, we're going to go with a max 3-pointer of 80 and leave our midi at a 70. This gives us silver set shot specialist, which again with our tier 1 max +2, we can get set shot on Hall of Fame. And finally, the finishing. This is one of my favorite parts of the build, because as a lockdown on the threes, you will always have the opposing team's PG guarding you, because the lock will be guarding your teammate PG and the center will most likely be guarding your teammate center. So with that in mind, we're going to go with an 80 dunk and a 77 post control. Now 80 dunk not only gives you gold aerial wizard, but also unlocks a lot of really good dunk packages. And then the 77 post control in specific unlocks that silver post up poet, which allows you to post spin your opponent easier. Now this combo.
So, all right. So as y'all can see already, the build gets an 83-pointer, right? A 77 post control, 80 driving dunk. I'm not gonna lie, this build is already looking super souped. That gold aerial wizard, you never know when you're running a break or wide open cut, easy lob as a lockdown with the dunk packages and badges. Guard probably has dimer, you know, lob passer and all that. Easy points for you. This build is souped, man.
Allows you to attack the guard who usually doesn't have high defense with backdoor cuts, backdoor lobs, and even post spins to the paint. Now let's get to the most important part of the build, how to fully utilize the badge perks in the build specialization. Again, we're choosing the defense specialization and using the 2 cap breakers we get from these quests to get our perimeter from 90 to 92. Doing this will give us on-ball menace, challenger, and pick dodger all on gold.
that's actually really good to know. Like, what's a nah? I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this build.
I finally got my claim for my car accident.
This build
They
is gonna
offered me
be soup,
$5,000.
y'all. I'm not even gonna cap,
Granted,
man.
I had a car accident.
This build is gonna be
We
soup.
can now
bro.
use our defense specific
100%.
max +2 to get our on-ball menace from gold to legend. And I realized that challenger is a tier 2 badge, so we can actually use our defense specific max +1 on paint patroller to get it from silver to gold. Hopefully you guys are following. I know it's a little confusing. Now with our regular max +2s, we're gonna do set shot from silver to half as our tier 1 and challenger from gold to legend as our tier 2. Like I said, challenger is a tier 2 badge, so we can use the max +2 tier 2 from challenger gold to legend. And finally, with our regular max +1s, we can do rebound chaser from silver to gold or interceptor from gold to half for our tier 1. Both of these are really good options.
Remember, this build gets an 85 rebound, and you do your max 1 from silver to gold. Dude, that's kind of nasty. I'm not
In my
gonna lie.
opinion, so you can choose which one you want to do.
Build is sick.
And then high flying denier from gold to half as our tier 2. You can also use pick dodger here. You can do pick dodger as an option from gold to half if you rather do it over the high flying denier. But since this is like a switch heavy build, I don't think you're going to be fighting through screens a lot, but it's honestly up to you which badge you want to use here. So all in all, the build is 6'9", max wingspan with legend on ball menace, legend challenger, half set shot, half high flying denier, gold paint
soup,
patroller,
man.
and then gold rebound chaser or half interceptor, all while having dunk and post control. Just an insane build all around, man.
Yeah, 100%.
As we continue to the end screen, we actually get shades of Cooper flag, which is really cool, and get the build name Edge Enforcer. And there you guys have it, man. Don't forget to hit that sub button, hit that like.
All right, y'all. Let me know what you guys think, man. Shout out to Swag and shout out to Bauer, man. Me personally, I think those are the two best lockdown builds I've seen so far. I know there's probably really good other ones that I haven't saw yet, but so far these are my favorite two, especially Swag 6'9" build. I think that's really a build I would love to make and love to have. But thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy Stumpy. Let's try to smash 100 likes on this video. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. I'm out, y'all. Peace.